Hello everybody, I hope everybody's having a great day today. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Okay, today is a special video because I was asked to do a collab by an exceedingly talented lady, and I couldn't believe she was asking me. I almost thought she messaged the wrong person because she has talent. She has talent more in her little pinky than I do in my entire body. She does colors like you would not believe. I will put her channel down in the description box, and hopefully I'll have time to also put down her video in the description box before you watch it, because we're trying to coordinate putting it up at the same time. So her channel is Save the Victory Roll. Chloe Demure, Save the Victory Roll. And we are doing Canadian girls, neutrals versus color, and that using a Linda Hallberg palette. I have my palette, she has her palette. Hers is a colorful one, and mine you have already seen in one video, but I only used one half of it, and I did not need an excuse to use the other half. No, I'm glad to be doing it on camera. I'm very happy. So let's get going. So let's see now. The last video I went and checked. I wanted to record this video yesterday, but I had some studying to do because we are also answering some makeup questions. I forgot to mention that. So and these questions came up from Wilma Fingerdo. Okay, I'm going to put it down in the bottom, and Ericaconger. My handwriting is pretty bad. You want to you want to take a look at how bad my handwriting is? Yeah, I dare you to try to read that. It was always bad growing up, and now it's even worse. But anyway, I will try to put up their Ace Beauté collab as well in the description box, and maybe even in the cards. So this is my palette. It is the new Golden 20s from Linda Hallberg. It's one of their older palettes, and I did this side last time, so this time I'm going to do the peaches, which is why I'm wearing navy and navy leggings, because that's pretty much all I could figure out that could work with it. You work with what you got, and that's what I'm doing. So Linda Hallberg requires, or is due, the best that I have. So I will be using the best brushes that I have. I have my rose brushes, and hoping this is the 28, and I'm going to start with this color. Now we know how, so I can't even tell which side I've got it on. Just a little bit above my hood, I tap my transition very, very lightly, because that's what I want to do. I just want to do it lightly. I'm going too light. I'm trying not to get too close to the brow bone like I normally do, and that's exactly what I'm doing because it's a big fat brush. Okay, now if you don't have these, before I got the rose brushes, you can probably find this on any brush, but the one I found it the best on is my Delium brush, which is my number 765. Because it is tapered, I found that I could take the powder here, and I was tapping it until I got these, and it was working brilliantly. So if you don't have these, you can work with it. If I can find a way to work with something artistic, imagine what you can do. The only one that I have not been able to duplicate is this one. Yeah, that one is unique. No duplication there. I mean, granted, if I tried every single brush that I have, maybe I could come close. I did come close, but I'm going to try my Refer number 13, and I'm going to try it in the darker brown. Like this is it's hilarious because this side is exceptionally cool toned. Peaches usually are warm tones, but for some reason the mattes are cool toned. Even the peach matte is cool toned. So I am going to try channel Chloe Demure and do a little bit, not as big as she does, my version of the V. You barely touch the brush to the lid, and these mattes just, I can't believe it, they go. It's like, wait a minute, I'm not even trying, and I'm an artist. Oh. Okay, before I forget and we get to the end, okay, the first makeup brand I ever used, after I left home is when I started to use makeup. That was Estee Lauder. I don't know what it was. I used to have to go through a major mall in the downtown core to go to work. And at the Bay, we had the makeup counters. And Estee Lauder was there. And for some reason, that's what I got into. And for 35 years, Estee Lauder quads was all I used on my eyes. Do I still use Estee Lauder? Yes. I don't have any Estee Lauder eyeshadows, but I have face products. I have a bronzer and I have a highlighter. I don't have a blush. No. I do want to get another, I want to get the new tint and concealer. I would love to get another eyeshadow, but for the money, I've got other eyeshadows that are more important to me. Okay, favorite current brand. I'm gonna skip that one right now because it's difficult for me. Biggest brand disappointment. I have to give it to Sigma, which is funny that we started talking the day after I took my only 2 Sigma palettes out of my collection and put them into my box to talk with you guys about my declutters, because I just don't use them. Every time I do use them, yes, I like the looks. I do like the looks that I come up with, but I don't find that I enjoy putting anything together. I really don't. I find them very powdery. The mattes are very powdery. For some reason, I have not been able to make cohesive looks. I mean, yes, that's probably a me problem, but you would think that a palette would make it foolproof for somebody like me to be able to do that. You would think. Okay, I prefer foundation brush, and right now I'm using my Quo foundation brush. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I love it even more than the Merit brush. It's more dense. This has got foundation in it. This is freshly washed. I'm lying. Oh, good grief. Okay, biggest makeup inspiration. It depends. Rose from Rose and Ben, or Rose's Makeup World, is very much an inspiration when it comes to makeup application and technique. Wayne Goss also. Jen Phelps is an inspiration when it comes to products, except for the True Match foundation. Manuela is also an inspiration, a huge inspiration. Okay, emergency with child number 2 with broken doors. It wasn't an anger thing. Okay, so now here's the fun part. Oh, I was talking about makeup inspirations. That's right, sorry. Do I have any other makeup inspirations? Sometime Nikki LaRose, yes, and definitely Cole of the Ball. Also, Melissa Nadeline for products, expensive products, but products nonetheless. Okay, now, before the last, well, 3 technically questions, let's get started on the best part. I've got 3 shimmers on this half of the palette. Let's see what I'm gonna do here. Okay, that one is a lot more pink. I'll show you guys. Okay, so definitely this one in the inner third and inner corner of my eye. Now the question is, do I use the pinky peach or do I use the orangey peach? I have yet to tell you what's on my face. I'll show you my blush. It is Rosy Quartz Pop. That's the one I have. Okay, come on. Yeah, now it's the rosy, the rosy one, yeah. It was on the bottom, and this was another contender, but then I decided for Rosy. So I will do what I normally do, and that is use my favorite 21 dry and see how that works. But Linda Hallberg, man, her shadows are brilliant. I am going, I didn't bring my other spray, so I'm using my itty bitty almost finished. Why do I keep doing it over the power bar? It's one of these days. Okay, so trend I am tired of. A trend that I am tired of, and that is glued up eyebrows. You gotta remember the time that I grew up in. I grew up in a time where eyebrows were almost disappearing. I didn't do that. I mean, yes, I've had my eyebrows waxed many times, but not to fine little points. If I showed pictures of when I was a kid, my eyebrows are pretty much the same. I never liked that. My mother came from a time where plucking eyebrows to pretty much non-existence was the thing to do, and she had like 3 hairs left on her eyebrows. She had to draw them in every day. She had no eyebrows. I don't like, there's the one where the 2016s or whatever, you had geometrical eyebrows. Everything was geometric and it was drawn into within an inch of your life. Don't like that either. But now it's all about, it doesn't matter if you use a color, as long as you laminate them up and keep them glued up there. I don't like that. Brows, okay, mine, when I first did them with the ABH, my little mini ABH, they were up. They weren't glued on. They're fluffy. I prefer fluffy because they're supposed to be fluffy, and they're starting to droop. It's okay. It's okay. It's hair. It's natural. Hair is natural. We're allowed to have hair that does what it wants to do. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. My hair does whatever it wants to do. Good grief. So yeah, I'm tired of that one. It's like, let's move on. Let's go to natural brows with a little bit of, whether you use a pencil or a marker or even a brow mascara, to just add a little bit of extra color so that you don't see as much white. That's fine. Or completely color them in, that's fine. Just let them do what they're born to do. They're born to be what they want, just like your hair. And I don't agree with, yeah, I know a lot of people love and they feel confident with doing their hair every day with a lot of heating stuff, a lot of this, a lot of that, and washing their hair every day. Guilty. But you're burning your hair. You know, I'm going bald. Part of that is probably because I overwashed my hair. My scalp decided to go, and now what I'm trying to do is desperately get hair back on my scalp. I'm trying to get my scalp health back. I don't wash my hair every day anymore. I take showers every day, but I don't wash my hair every day. Whoa, did I go off topic? Yeah, that's what I do. If you're new here, that's what I do. Trend that I am a fan of. I am seeing indie brands become more and more popular. And what I love about indie brands is that their eyeshadows are in your face shiny. Not a little bit, a lot. Like, this is mild compared to what the shine of a regular indie brand shadow is. And Manuela has a plethora of them, and they are beautiful. Like, I'm not going to use these today because I can't. I'm using LH Cosmetics. But these are Cliona eyeshadows, and I'm just going to swatch one, because that's all I have is these four. That's all. That's it, that's all. Look at that. That is what I'm a fan of. These are shiny as well. That's what I'm a fan of. I am a fan of the fact that everything is becoming shinier and shinier and shinier. I'm ecstatic. It's like, the shinier the better. Shimmer is life. If I can get merch going, that's one of them. Shimmer is life, and let's add some fairy dust. There we go. That is what I'm a fan of. We're seeing it more and more. Even if people only put it in the middle or in the inner corner like this, or just smack dab in the middle, it's becoming more and more prominent, and I am thrilled. I am thrilled. Speaking of thrilled, let's get that finger going, because we know it's going to be shinier with the finger. I am going to take a thin one, and take that darkest brown that I had, I have one question left, and I will be back and give it to you. I'm back. And yes, my elastic is out because I only had it in there to keep my hair from my face. Okay, so the last question that I'm having trouble answering, my current favorite brand. Okay, I love Linda Hallberg. I want more from Linda Hallberg. I love Dior. I want more from Dior. I'm giving them to you in order right now. I want more from Chanel. There are other brands that I am excited to try soon. I hope, one of them being Beauty Bay. I am hoping within the next 3 weeks to be able to put in an order. I am excited to try more About Face. So it is, and Rare Beauty, I have, well, that's my highlight today. And when I discovered this, it kind of cranked up the Rare Beauty a bit up there. I'm not a fan of the liquid blushes from Rare Beauty. They are way too pigmented for my liking. So I'm hoping to try the little ones. So it's difficult to say what my favorite current brand is, because there's a lot that I like. There's a lot of stuff I like from Charlotte Tilbury as well. If I had to live right now with only one brand, knowing that Linda Hallberg does not have a foundation and concealer, I would have to pick Dior. If Linda Hallberg, and I haven't even tried Lisa Eldridge yet, and a lot of people love Lisa Eldridge, and she's got everything, so it's hard. I mean, okay, before I keep babbling, I need to put my lippy on, and I've got a nude. Believe it or not, I've got a nude. I got a nude. And it's not a Bridget color, but I'm trying to figure out what color it is. It is the color Punchy, and that is because it's the Maybelline Vinyl. So, whoops, I didn't shake it. That was the first 2 or 3 times I used my first one that I had. I didn't know you had to shake it. I was wondering what the bleep was going on, and yeah, it was me. I was doing something wrong. So it is very, very difficult to pinpoint a brand for everything, especially for somebody like me who gets what I can afford when it's on sale. It's like, give it to me all in one shot. Yeah, I would love that. But right now, Linda Hallberg is very much up there. I need to get more. She's having a sale right now, but my priority is Beauty Bay. But I can't seem to find a discount code that works. Every time I put in a discount code, it says nope, 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 nope. Anybody have a discount code for Beauty Bay out there? So there we go, my lovely ladies. Go check out, please go check out my friend Save the Victory Roll. Yeah, I'll get it there. Please go check her out. Chloe Demure, Save the Victory Roll, will be down in the description box. Her video collabing with me, she doesn't know what she's in for, will also be down in the description box. And her friend's collab video where the questions came from with their Ace Beauté collab will be down in the description box, even if it kills me, because I gotta find it. Trust me, I've had fun trying to find stuff. But when I say, unless I can't, I spend at least 2 hours looking for. So I hope that has answered a few of my makeup questions, that if you had them. It answered some of mine. It was like, for some of them I had to sit and think for a bit. I really did. Especially this last one, which was not a last one, but I had to skip it because I've got nothing written down there. I'm answering on the fly. On the fly. But yeah, no, it's speaking, I'm looking at what's your foundation, which you prefer, brush or sponge. Well, today I have to say, and yes, it's related, it's a tangent and it's related. I had been using with my concealer, I stopped using a brush to pat it down and I started using my sponge dry. Well, I keep watching everybody when they use their sponge on their concealer, and it always looks great. Even people that are in their 40s, it's like, wait a minute, am I the only one with wrinkles? So today I used my Demure with a wet sponge and it looks better. And everything else on my face is my project pan. So what I have shown you, essentially, these are the 3 things that I have used that are not in my project pan on my face. So there we go. I have to do this again now with a wet sponge. I don't like it. Ick. But Linda Hallberg, I need the pink palette. I need a shimmer eyeshadow. I need more eyeliners. I need more lippy products. I need $20,000 just for makeup. Thank you once again, everybody, for coming to visit with me. Please leave me a comment, like my video, subscribe to my channel, and go check out Save the Victory Roll. And subscribe to her channel too. À bientôt.